Hey YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Rudy coming at you with another video. If you didn't know already, we're doing the 63.5 degree head tube angle on the Stumpjumper Evo 2022 model. I got it set up in the Mullet version, and I'm about to give you guys my initial impressions on the bike in this setup. Just doing this little bit, around the parking lot, my first mile in, just doing some single track, a little bit of climbing, maybe like 150, 200 feet of climbing, nothing crazy, barely broke a sweat. Today it's pretty chill because as you can see, the storms are kind of starting to roll in. It was sprinkling a little bit earlier, but I think we're going to make it through this. Anyways, real quick while I have your attention, guys, don't forget, I really need you guys to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up, leave some comments down below about the video. I'm trying to get to that 500 subscriber mark, so please do me a favor, click that subscribe button. Let's get the subscriber base going. Give me up to 500, give me up to 1,000. Let's keep this thing rolling. All right, so initial impressions. The bike is way better it feels like comfortably climbing and sprinting on this single track. It actually feels really good. I would say if the 63 degree head tube angle is at this bike's worst, and it being at like a 6.5, I would say that this thing easily climbs at a 7.5 to a 8.5, just with that little bit steeper of a head tube angle. Only half a degree, but I'm telling you, it made a huge difference. And that's just my initial impressions. I'm about to go up the same climb that I've been doing. It's sun climb. It's a little bit windy, so I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to push the pace or anything like that. And if I think I need to note you guys in some of those switchbacky positions or some of the technical climbs and things like that, I'll bring you guys in and let you know what I think about it. Otherwise, let's get up to the top so we can get back down. It's windy out here, and I love riding bikes, but days like today it's kind of make it a little bit tougher to ride. Let's get to it. I wanted to point out with this Mullet setup is that in order to keep the same like cadence and speed that I'm normally at, usually I sit somewhere around that 11 speed. I'm in 10 speed, and I don't feel like I'm using any more energy, but I do feel like I'm having to keep it in that gear to keep the same cadence to make it around some of these switchbacks that I've done so many times. Also, if I didn't mention it in the last 63 degree head tube angle video, definitely noticed the rear tire trying to get hung up a little bit more on the climbs, and keeping it in that number 10 speed gear in the back is definitely helping keep that cadence and keeping that speed and momentum up, especially when going around those tight switchbacky turns. One of those sections that I was trying to explain, that the tire feels like it wants to get hung up in one of the pockets. Whenever you get to just that right position where your front tire is going into a divot and the rear tire, it feels like that happens and you kind of get hung up. That's kind of what I'm trying to explain, because whenever I say the rear tire gets hung up more, not that I don't ever get hung up on my on the 29er setup, but I definitely noticed it enough here to think that it's just worth mentioning whenever you go Mullet. So there you go. Sorry about the wind. If I hadn't already apologized, I'll probably do it a few more times. All right, I'm still in that 10th gear, third from the top, and I'm coming up on a pretty difficult climb. As a matter of fact, whenever I had the bike in the 63 degree head tube angle, I had to try it 3 different times to make it up this climb. So let's go. Ooh, half crank. Got it. That was way easier. That was way easier than the 63 degree head tube angle climb. I got stuffed 3 times before I made that, so that's saying something. That's pretty good. Towards the top, and things really start to get tough. these next couple switchbacks, they're loose, pretty steep, and my energy level's down there. Also, I'm still in that 10th gear, so maybe I'll get another gear. Oh, a little hung up there, see? Whew. Let's see how this goes here. Keep the pace. Whoa. Oh, half crank. Woo! Made it. Again, 63.5. Whew. Way more doable than 63. I can't believe how much better this is. Crazy. Featured section that I've done in other videos. It's tough, but if it handles anything like it's done so far, should actually make it up this pretty easy. So also, I feel like it's good to note that I'm still in that 10th gear. Oh, a little hang up. That rear 27.5 just wants to get hung up every once in a while. Whew. Now this section. Oh. I'm gonna back up and give her hell. Same place every time. Every once in a while I make it up. I either get stuffed there or I get stuffed here, even with the 29er setup, not just the mullet thing. Everything else I can do, just that right there, gets me every time. Wow. All I can say is wow. Like, I know 100% that the weather has something to do with it, but I mean, it's like 73 degrees out and it was like 103 yesterday. Rapid City, South Dakota. This part of the area just has crazy weather to begin with, and it's like 20-mile-an-hour gust. I have so much more energy, and I made it all the way up here in that 10th gear, third from the top. I don't know what it was. It just felt good. I just stuck with it. I was going to kind of go in and out of it whenever I got to some low spots and some high spots, but man, I just trucked up in that 10th gear. And the climbing on this bike in 63.5 is so much better than 63. Like, if I was gonna do an enduro race, and as gnarly as the stuff that I've ridden before, I think that if I was doing an enduro race and it was just stupid, crazy, gnarly track, to save myself the energy, I think I would go ahead and still leave it in this 63.5 and not even mess with the 63 unless you're doing like park days. And that's really, I think what this bike is best suited for is someone that's going to be at the steeper, gnarlier trails in the world, okay? Is whenever you're gonna wanna use that 63.5, 63 degree head tube angle, somebody that's racing, or somebody that just, you know, like me, is just making this bike their do-it-all bike, and you go 63 at the bike park, so you're not having to pedal at all. Anyways, it climbs so much better. I'm impressed with how much half a degree steeper and the head tube angle that adjusts this bike. Don't forget, guys, I got in the mullet setup. That rear tire is still getting hung up quite a bit, a lot more than with the 29, but nonetheless, it's getting dark. It's getting darker and darker by the minute, so, and the storm's coming in. I really need to get down the mountain. So hope you guys enjoy this footage. I'm going to take the same way that I came up. I'm going the same way down, not going mock chicken, just a nice trail speed. So hope you guys enjoy the video. We're gonna take this here setup, and we're gonna go down Sun Climb. I feel like I got enough daylight and I got my lights on that I should be able to make it down that pretty easily. We'll see here. You know, one thing that I noticed with both of these head tube angles being 63 and 63.5 is it definitely feels the most enduro-like bike. Like that, the suspension is the most active for sure, and it feels like most like in the middle of the travel. Ooh, foot off. Oh. Okay. Again, I'm not going quick just because it's getting dark. Just regular, nice trail speed. It's actually kind of tough to see those ledges. There we go. That's good stuff right there. Also, I know that I complained quite a bit about the rear tire hanging up when climbing. I definitely noticed that there is a little bit more in the slower, techier sections when descending as well, but not near like what you run across in the climbs. I figured that's probably a good thing to note too. Anyways, I really hope you guys are enjoying this video. Like it enough to give me that thumbs up, and also hit that subscribe button so you can continue watching and getting updates by hitting the bell notification whenever I come out with a new video. All that good jazz. Also trying to get to 500 subscribers still, so don't forget, guys, any of that stuff, that all helps with the channel. Also, because my one and only sponsor, my wife, says I need 500 subscribers. Ooh, that wind is picking up. I need 500 subscribers before I can get another new bike to test out for you guys. It'll be a bigger enduro bike for sure. I got my Bronson for sale and my Norco for sale, and I'm thinking if they both sell fairly quick that I might just go ahead and get a e-bike to test out, because I don't think this that was a terrible corner. I don't think that I'm going to be getting rid of this Stumpjumper Evo anytime soon. It's just too versatile for the places I ride, the things I like to do. Whew. Getting dark. That was a little bit better corner. Normally I hit that going pretty quick. Again, not doing the mock chicken thing just because, oh shit. Oh, this is gonna be a bad corner. Oh, that wasn't terrible. Tell you what, I really enjoy this bike. It does all of the things really well, and you can really customize it basically to what you're riding, when you're riding, what you're riding, wherever you're riding, and do it really well. There's a good flat turn there. See how we do on this corner. Oh yeah. Confidence.